I'm Beck and food's my life. Today I'm baking up quite a storm and what I'm making is gluten-free, it's a little bit exotic and it's coming right up. Okay, so today I'm making Persian love cake. And I've noticed in the last couple of years that Persian love cake has become quite trendy, quite popular. Whenever I go to a cafe and I have a look in the cake cabinet, sure enough, there's some Persian love cake there. And I think people really enjoy it because the flavours are a little bit different. It is refreshing, it is something that is not the same old, it is delightfully different. If you've seen my video for Sri Lankan love cake, a lot of the flavours are kind of similar, but there are a few distinct differences here as well. Number one, I'm using almond meal instead of semolina, and there's also a yogurt in this recipe which isn't in the Sri Lankan version. So they're similar in terms of the spices and some of the flavours, but they also are quite different. A great cake if you're gluten-free. All right, let me show you how it's done. So the first thing I should mention is I have preheated my oven to 180 degrees and I've also lined a 22 centimeter springform cake tin. Alright, in my main bowl here I have 3 cups of almond meal and I have sifted my almond meal. I always like to sift my almond meal first. To this I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add almost a cup of brown sugar, so it's not quite a cup. And it's probably a little bit more than 3/4 of a cup. Similarly, I'm going to add not quite a cup of raw sugar to this bowl as well. Now using my whisk, I want to give those ingredients a good mix. And once I see they have combined, I'm going to add to this 120 grams of butter that is at room temperature. Now, I'm going to use my fingertips to rub the butter into the dry ingredients. So first I'm going to break up my butter, and there's no other way, guys, but to do this with your fingertips. All right, so off we go, rub it all in together. So once you've rubbed this in, eventually it should resemble wet sand. Okay, so my butter is now all rubbed into those dry ingredients. It certainly does look like wet sand. What we're going to do now is we're going to roughly half this mixture and we're going to bring your prepared cake tin over. We're going to put half the mixture into our cake tin. And then once again, using our fingers, we're going to press this mixture down into the base of the cake tin. Nice and firmly. Okay, so there we have it. I've pressed that into the base. Now, with your remaining dry ingredients, we're going to add all the other ingredients. Okay, so this consists of 2 eggs lightly beaten, 200 grams of Greek style yogurt, 1 tablespoon of honey. Now we're going to add the rind of 1 lemon, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a heaped teaspoon of nutmeg ground. This smells so good. I'm going to add now 2 teaspoons of rose water, 1 teaspoon of almond essence, and look, while we're here, I may as well add a teaspoon of vanilla extract because vanilla makes everything better. Now, give this a good stir with a wooden spoon or a spatula until it is nice and creamy. Okay, that's done. Right, now we're going to pour this over the base. And then we're going to pop this in the oven for 55 minutes. But before I do, I'm going to decorate this with a few pistachio nuts around the border.